open to it. I know that you're missing, but you're gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Hunt is not going to get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Wilson.
2nd and 6.
He finds his running back, Hyde.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left and a half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Mayfield on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
56, Mike, 56, right there,
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the kick.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
56 to Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Let's get this. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Browns 3. Jason.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
2 yards.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
I got you. Hatchet.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
No gain on the play.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
They run for it with Carson, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Second down.
Snap comes at 1. And able to find Allen Lazard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
On the punt for the Packers.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 86 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So I guess we'll call this a pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, and what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So they're
his first carry, he loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he stopped immediately there.
Clyde Edwards.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
By Christian Kirksey.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go
for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The final shot before break. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on down.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers again now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The ball carrier.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 38, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Yeah, really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Packers.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Packer first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Today's final score, Chiefs 10.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.